Okay, welcome back to the Tier 6 show for Excite Racing League. We're now currently just beginning qualifying around the circuit in Austria, Circuit Spielberg, not to be confused with the other famous things in Spielberg. But we have overcast qualifying here, 0% chance of rain for qualifying, but we have a 10% chance of rain in the race for today. So what does that mean? Does that mean that is the rain going to come actually, or is it going to come at the end, or is it going to be raining as we go out on track? But going out on track now, we have 13 drivers here tonight. Last student has not turned up to this lobby, so we only have one Ferrari out here today in the shape of Hail King Tomo, but everybody else is here. Even Mr. Deeds is back after a couple of races break, but he's now back racing here today, so it'll be good to see, or interesting to see where he's going. Tomo sets the first lap of qualifying as 109.8. I'm sure he can go a lot quicker than that. His lap definitely needs improvement.
Let's see what Superbike can do then. So we can cross the line now. 109.5, so he's now on pole. Now he's not anymore because someone's just beat him.
Peel Hamilton, 108.8. First guy in the 108.
Not at all.
Good indeed, yeah. Definitely saw him. He's definitely on a rise of form at the moment, Peel Hamilton in that Williams. Ever since a stuttering start to the start of the season with the disconnections and bad luck, but now second, fourth, and a win last time out in Canada. Obviously that win, some would argue, if Superbra had stayed in, because Superbra disconnected, if Superbra had stayed in, he would have battled Hamilton all the way to the end, maybe even beaten him, but we would never know.
Someone else has gone faster. Someone else has gone as well, so Superbra's on a fourth now. I'm watching him in the back, he's got Force just ahead of him, caught on this lap, so I'm not sure if he's coming away, but he's definitely in his line of vision, and he's definitely going to be away from the last corner now. Just Superbra even taps him from the last corner, so Superbra's lap probably doesn't go quicker. Definitely got away. Mr. Deeds has gone third with a 109.4. Fourth now, someone else is beating him. Third is, that was Schumacher, 109.4. He's gone fourth, and someone else is beating him now. So Ricardo's gone third in the Force India. 108.9.
108.9.
And then Mucker in second with 108.9 as well. And then first will still be Phil Hamilton. He's gone through a marker board, signboard there, an advertisement. That was on the main, one of the straights. I don't know what happened there. See what Mucker. He's flying, he always flies through this last sector. I think he's cut a bit there, possibly. I'm not sure though. 108.5, he's on pole anyway.
8.52, currently just under 3 tenths ahead of Pure Hamilton as 108.8. Otto in third, Petronas in fourth at the moment. Munich fifth, Schumacher in sixth. Steve, he's got some pace still in 7th place. Jism and Rivermerk are yet to set a lap time at the present. On board, I can go with Muck, I think. Hold on 108.5 as you go to turn 3. Very well, slice the car through there.
Both left-handed, it's not exactly on the edges there, doesn't use on the grass much, it's all good, he's going to be good for a nice run into these last two corners. No, oh, he's completely missed the first of the last two. He's gone on wide coming out of the last one, he doesn't use the RS, his lap's gone. He's lost it all in that last sector, I would say.
Mucker's improved, 108.4.
Mucker.
Yeah, Marcus improved, 108.4, extends his lap.
Now a second quicker than 6, which is a bit wide there. Best of those two corners. See how he does for the last two. Here we go. He clear, so it's all good days on the grass until the last one. Definitely didn't cut it, didn't go wide at all either. Plus the line doesn't go any quicker than what he already had. Still gaming in 8th position at the moment, not on a lap. Probably pulling into the pits. Supercar in 9th now, pulls out of the pits, 9th place. So through practice, he keep hearing everyone say, "Oh, what's Supercar doing? What's Supercar doing?" Wants to see him beat Supercar. He's the man to beat at the moment. Everyone's trying to beat him. And at the moment, he's only 10th. Chisholm behind him in 9th. Sorry, he's in 9th. Chisholm in 10th.
But it's what I said in Monaco, because after the race in Monaco, the two Red Bulls, which by the way are actually quite close to each other on the track. I don't know what they're doing. I think Schumacher's there for years. I said after the race in Monaco that something needs to be done for these drivers to stop the Red Bulls from running away, because they had a very good start to the season. So in the top 3 in more or less all the races, apart from one, I think it was, in the first race in Australia. And I think something may have been found. Extra setups, maybe extra pace from something. Supercar is now on a lap now. On a 9.5, I know he can do better than that, so let's see what he can do. Up into turn 1 now, clips the apex on the inside, very nicely done. Now we're coming up into turn 2, which is very similar to turn 1. You're going up the hill and you're reaching the apex right at the tip of the hill. An interesting first sector, I think is like...
Oh, Moontrix in front of him nearly loses it. So I'm not sure if Moontrix will continue on his lap in 5th. Nearly lost it out the corner you were talking about there.
Now coming into turn number 3. Very difficult this one. You're going downhill for this one. Gonna hug the apex, or a little kick of grass on his tyres, which ain't going to help him into the most tricky part, I think. This middle sector now. Gonna try and keep the speed, but it's very, very bumpy. Now this bit here, yeah, he flicks it right to get the best line into that corner. He's done that very, very well. This is going to be improvement on his lap. Although he's not catching up to Moontrix. Moontrix is going to make an improvement. Now to the final 2 corners. Missed the apex completely, but maybe that's his line. Into the final corner now. Takes that very well. Opens up the DRS. Definitely an improvement. Where's it going to put him? 2nd, 108.6. There we go.
Moontrix did not improve. So I've gone to Ricardo in 4th. The Force India, hopefully he does not lag out today. Really bad luck so far this season.
Don't want anybody to lag out. Yellow flags in the first sector. That is a...
on the inside.
I thought it was McLaren. It's a Mercedes that's going well out of the way of everybody else. Supercar has now got, I think, there's a little bit of slipstream on Moontrix as he goes on for a 2nd lap.
Oh, Ricardo's gone off. Oh, he's all good. It's all good. Don't know if that's going to affect him. It's going to affect him quite a bit.
Your Hamilton is on the lap. Come on, he's 3rd, 108.8. Just been hipped by Supercar.
Ricardo can improve. No, not his lap after he went off. Moontrix is pulled away, I would say, from Supercar on this lap. So obviously Moontrix this lap didn't mess up. Turn 2, he nearly cut it. I'm not sure if he did. It would have been like a big screenshot if he did or didn't. But he's going to improve. 109.0, still 5th, but improved by 3/10 on his personal best. Time.
Hamilton made a mistake in the final 2 corners. Was a good lap and he would have improved, but he went very wide in the penultimate corner and messed up the line for the final corner, so he's still currently 3rd. Just over 4 minutes to go in qualifying, and it is currently a 2nd covering the top 9, so still very close as what I said before, with so close to one another. Will Gaiman and Ricardo. Will Gaiman's up to 4th.
9th place, Mr. Deeds, about to come across the line, so we can do. He seems very smooth driver. He's gonna not improve. Looked like he was for a second, but obviously not in the end. El King Tomo in 12th on board with him.
Is 12th at the moment on the 109.8.
Let's see what he can do.
This is.
Oh, Buttons destroyed his vehicle. In the water,
he must have gone too fast through the pit lane on the entrance.
Oh, 108.9. Tomo in 6th.
Nice lap there from Tomo, but yeah, I think Button, he went too fast into the pit lane, which is a little bit of a problem at this track. He can take it a good speed as Hamilton goes second on a 108.6. How close is that? Oh, just under 2/10 for Mucker. So Hamilton goes into second place, puts himself on the front row, it's where he wants to be. As I was saying about the pit lane entrance and even the exit, is very, very tricky. Very, very easy to make a mistake in either end. The entrance is incredibly difficult, and I think that's just what happened to Button. Not going to be happy with that at all.
Well, where is he in qualifying at the moment, anyway?
He is 13th on 10.5. So he's not going to be happy in the cockpit at all. Will Gaming, we saw Will Gaming.
Tomo messed up the turn before last. I don't know what he's going to do now. He's going to have to do a slow. Well, that's that.
He's got enough time to do one more lap, I would say.
Yeah, he's got to go round and then go round and do another one. So Petronas in 8th at the moment. On a lap. He's got a bit of understeer mid-corner there. Not a great corner at all there. Better for one through here though. Doesn't want too wide, uses the curb. Doesn't go on the grass, doesn't lose any time. Carries the speed up here. He did shift down, yep. Have to wait for the audio to come through by over here. He's not going to improve on his personal best though.
The Bill Gaming improves his time to 108.7 from a 108.9 and goes 4th, or stays 4th. He's another new driver that we touched upon a little bit in Canada along with Riverback. He is currently awaiting a full-time seat because he was in the Williams last time out. He's in the Toro Rosso. He's currently racing for the points of the team at the moment, but it's also to see whether his racecraft and his pace is good for the division, as well as waiting for a full-time seat to be opened. Currently doing well so far at the moment. Let's see who's going to get lapped. With Ricardo's coming out of the pits with 108 to spare. He should just get round in time, but he's going to be the last person on a lap, I would think. Tomo is on a lap. He's got the Williams of, I think it was Jism, who gets out of the way. Very sharpish.
No, Jism just goes across the line, does a 109.1. He's down into 8th place.
Oh, that was the other Williams. Must have been Jism, yeah. No,
because Petronas messed up the last corner, went wide, so he backs off his lap and hits the brakes a couple of times. Mr. D's just come out the pits, he's not going to make it round.
30
Hampton should
go. Say this is Tomo's last chance at quali, and his lap doesn't look.
I think it's Super Bras as well in 3rd at the moment.
I think he's going to stay 6th. Moontrix improves to 108.8, goes 5th, goes up a position. Right, Ricardo, he's going to start a lap now. Currently 6th on 108.9, so it's been pipped by Moontrix. Oh, and he didn't make it in time. He didn't make it in time. The session ended just as he reached the finish line, and that is it for Ricardo. He starts 6th minimum.
Super Bar does go 2nd, 108.5.
Oh, so close.
And there's a Ferrari in the way of Pure Hamilton on his lap. And that was Tom, I can try to get out of the way. Well, is that going to be Pure Hamilton's lap over? We'll quickly jump onto someone else because it could be. Across the line, go 109. Didn't improve, so it was 110 in the end.
So Hamilton is on a lap. I don't think that's going to improve. Moontrix isn't improving. The other person is Tomo. He's definitely not improved. So Hamilton may be the only last person. I don't know whether he's on a competitive lap or not.
Moontrix is 108. No, I didn't get that.
Right, so Hamilton is the last person. He's currently off the front row at the moment. He's been on the front row for the last 3 races. Can he do this now on the last lap? 108. No, he does not. He does not improve. So there we go. Mucker gets his first pole position. Yeah, it is his first pole position of the season with a 108.4, just over a 10th ahead of Superbra. Championship leader ahead of Hamilton in 3rd. Will Gaming in 4th, and I think 5th was Moontrix, round up the top 5. But impressive pole position lap there by Mucker in the Mercedes. Definitely needs to get some run of form, as we said, on the start of the championship. Because if you remember, we said after Australia that his pace was really, really good in that race, but he ended up not getting what points he didn't know. He didn't get any points. He's had the pace, he hasn't had the luck at the moment. Maybe this is a start of some good form for him.
Maybe it is. He done a very good job of that one. I think that may have been his complete... Well, it's not his, I think, PB, but it doesn't matter. Still got him pole here today from Mucker. Very, very close qualifying from everyone there. What was the pole time? The pole time was a 1:08.4.
8.4. It was a very good lap. We're now going to go into the race now, so the rain showers, if they come, have not arrived. We've got clouds in the... I'm doing my weather thing again. We've got clouds in the sky, but we've got sunshine as well, so maybe the rain will not come at all during this race. 10% is a very low number, so maybe not. Never know with this game. But let's run through the rest of the grid. So Mucker in the Mercedes starts on pole position for the very first time, but he's got Superbra and Hamilton right behind him, and they're on excellent form. Wheel Gaming, very, very impressive performance in reserving for Toro Rosso, reserving for Daz LSC Gerard, I believe.
Yes.
There was another driver that did not turn up to this event. So Wheel Gaming starts fourth, ahead of his teammate for this race, Moontrix. That's going to be interesting, because Wheel Gaming is just doing points for the Toro Rosso team. Will he let Moontrix through at any point?
No.
Or specifically, will he let him through the start? Well, you never know. Ricardo
He's here.
starts.
I think he's more here to prove himself than let people through.
Oh, we shall see what will happen. Ricardo starts sixth in the Force India. Very good performance of him in qualifying. I just want him to score points in this race, because I mean he's shown so much that he should be in the points, should be higher up the table, but luck and disconnections have hampered him. El King Tomo starts seventh in the lone Ferrari for this evening. Jism starts eighth. Extra Patronin in ninth. So the Mercedes is a little bit spread apart. Not very common to see that. Schumacher, IMA, in 10th place. Now he's second in the championship, chasing down his teammate Superbra. Space between them two on the grid. And, well, for Schumacher, it's just getting through the mess of probably turn 1 and turn 2, and probably turn 3 on the first lap, and see what he can do from there. Mr. Deed, back after a few races breaking, starts on 11th, head of Rivermark, so the McLaren's 11th and 12th. They're going to need some points to get their championship back on track. And XRL Button starts in 13th with E and Wes. Now Button Racing, 13 drivers. And the question is, who is your prediction, Wes?
Here's my prediction for the win.
Tricky.
I'm gonna go with Mucker.
Ah.
Who are you gonna go with?
I'm gonna go for Mucker. Who I'll go for? Let's go for Ricardo. I'll go for Ricardo. Ricardo from 6th race. Well, if you have any predictions of yourself, yeah, 6th.
Okay.
Happen, of course. Right, so if you have any predictions of yourself that you would like for us to share with everybody, then please send a message in the chat box or Xbox Live, Shadowhunter FX, and F1X Speed. I'm going to find out whether these guys are ready to do 36 laps of this Austrian Grand Prix circuit.
We'll be going to track shortly.
Right, so here we go. We are ready and prepared for... It is 36 laps, isn't it? Yeah, it's 36.
36, yeah.
Yeah, 36 laps of the race in Austria. I've been waiting
10% chance
for this
of rain.
for a long time, but I'm glad I'm here to do this. Here we go.
10% chance of rain.
I'm sorry, Wes, but I'm going to have to do this.
You can
It's race time. It's the Austrian Grand Prix. It's Shadowhunter FX and F1X Speed. And today we're going to have a great race today. So I had to do it.
It's fine.
Do it. Apologies to anybody.
It's so fine.
I had to do it.
Ooh,
love that
buttons
intro.
on the prime.
Button on the prime.
Sounded pretty good, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, let's see if we can do 5 laps. And oh, that was very, very quick. So out and away we go for round of Austria. Mucker's had a very bad start, but he's on the prime.
He's on the prime, that's why.
And they go into turn 1. Superbra, a few cuts from Hamilton as well.
He's gone wide, free wide to the lead.
Superbar's left off, free wide, going up into turn 2 with Torosso Moontricks trying to poke his nose in. Oh, is that Moontricks? I think it's Will Gaming. How are they going to maneuver through this? Mucker taps.
Oh no, Mucker's been spun.
Side pod,
no,
Mucker's round.
No.
Oh, and then he unghosts. And then he's got a Williams. It's him, so the pole position man has gone from 1st to 12th.
That
And
was mental.
I think really that was a recipe for disaster. Look,
3 wide into that corner, nearly worked.
no,
I give it to
you
him.
can't do 3 wide. If you did 3 wide, you were brave or even foolish. But either way, Super Bra has taken the lead. Hamilton is second. Who's that in third? It is Moontrix in third on the prime tyres. And in fourth, that's the Ferrari of Hail King Tomo. Look at that, up into 4th place. As we're already at the end of lap 1. Very short laps round here as Tomo had a great run for the final corner. It's going to have a run on Moontrix. So Tomo's going to be up into 3rd place. Up into turn 1. Can he get the car stopped in time? Moontrix gives him the space. Well done there. Tomo into 3rd. Now staring down the leaders of Hamilton and Super Bra. We saw this in Canada. And those two up in a ding-dong battle. So 5th place is Will Gaming. So
here comes the Toro
Will Gaming. Whoa, late lunge.
He's done.
On his
He's
teammate.
through. And here comes Ricardo. This is Ricardo in the Force India. The first one, Force India. The only option he gets better run. And Moontrix took that is on the prime. And through as Ricardo. Can Moontrix do anything into turn
Hamilton
number
is
3?
through into the lead.
No.
Hamilton's through into the lead on Super Bra. So the dueling Red Bull and the Williams once again, these two. We saw this in Canada. Well,
Ricardo's all over the back of Will Gaming. There's a Red Bull Schumacher trying to pass the Toro Rosso. Didn't work there. Yeah, Ricardo really pace is just falling off on the back of the Toro Rosso through the middle section. Probably just backing up quickly.
Oh,
McLaren
very wide final quarter onto the AstroTurf indeed. He's desperately trying very hard to keep up with the leaders. Hamilton and Super Bra still dueling for 1st and 2nd. They pulled out a few gabbers. Tomo goes catastrophically wide in turn 1, and Will Gaming is going to be on him. Tomo moves across to the left, forcing Will Gaming to take the outside line going into turn 2 up the hill.
Ricardo's waiting. Ricardo's going to cut both. Ricardo's cut both.
Oh, Ricardo over to the both. Fantastic move there.
He took a really wide entry to get a better exit. It worked so well. He's in the 3rd. He's got the DRS as well. And here comes Tomo thinking about it. No, Tomo can't do anything.
Tomo had a look.
Ricardo may have gone to... Oh, Tomo's lost it a little bit. Side by side.
Will Game's going to be on the inside.
He's going to be
down
through.
Turn 5, I believe this is, yes.
And in the background, a Red Bull defender on McLaren.
I believe that is.
Yeah, defending on McLaren heavily under attack there.
So apart from the side pod glitch with Marco, unfortunately, he's gone down to the floor. It's got 3 wide. 3 wide, I think.
Oh, there's a bit of lag. Nearly. A bit of lag for Toro Rosso.
Down to 5th, but he's still... Thomas down to 5th, but he's still there in the podium hunt. Moontrix on the prime tyres. He's going to have this damage early on as Schumacher had to brake early, and one of the McLarens, that is Rivermerk, drove right round the outside of him and then
Tomo for 5th, for 4th even, side by side for 4th, into turn 2, on the outside he's trying to go, it didn't work. Nice defence by Will Gaming, but here comes the DRS, they've both got DRS. See if Tomo can do anything into turn number 3, 4th place, this is 4, on lap 4, to the inside, brakes a little bit later, and he should be through, a little bit of tapping, just a little tap, and through goes Tomo for 4th place. Well, this is
managed to get back past Hamilton off camera. I should have stayed on that lead battle, but it's these two that have got like a 3-4 second lead over now.
It's been very close throughout the field, though,
and
so,
then
you know.
You have a train of cars. 1,
oh,
2,
side
3,
by
4,
side
5,
into
6 cars
into
there.
8. Nearly side by side into 8. Rivermerk tried to pass. I think that's Moontrix ahead of him to 6. Just a lot. I think it was just enough on given. He's back down in the end. So Moontrix keeps the place. Can Rivermerk do anything in sector 1 on lap 5? Why? Oh, he's lost it nearly out of turn 1, and he's all safe though. Not going to be able to. He's not going to get under attack by the Red Bull of Schumacher. And behind them, it's nuts. I think between a Force India fight. Oh, button gone off there. Mucker for 9th place. DRS on button. Side by side, and now he's ahead into turn number 3. Mucker's not very happy, obviously, from where he is. And that's ninth place for
He's got to
Mucker.
keep his cool. He knows he has the pace.
Yeah.
He's just got to work
One
his way
by
back
one.
up to the field.
Tomo's defending
Oh, shuts the door on that was Wheel Gaming.
Wheel Gaming. Toros.
Remember these
Muck,
two. Remember
Mootrix
these two
made a
in Canada.
mistake. Here comes
They're
Rivermark.
going to be side by side.
Rivermark's he's got the inside line. He's through before the corner.
Did it.
He's done it.
Nice.
Nicely done by Rivermark.
But of course, Mootrix is on those prime tyres. He's having
Schumacher is as well behind him.
Lower than guys around him, but he's got to stay ahead of Schumacher because Schumacher's on the same strategy. Schumacher looking on the inside. Mootrix, has managed to get through turn one, more or less okay. Top two, Hamilton and Superbra.
Here goes Wheel Gaming attacking on Tomo. Oh, he's got a bit deep. He's got very deep as a Toro. Rivermark can try and take him. Oh, he's nearly touched. Now they're touching. Oh, that was touchy.
Oh.
Between the two new drivers for 5th place. Both of the DRS in the drag race into turn 3.
Match, isn't it? Rivermark.
Oh, he lost the place and behind Schumacher's gone ahead. Schumacher side by side. I've gone forward instead of backwards. I pressed the wrong button twice there.
Schumacher's on the inside of Mootrix, all side by side with turn 6. Or I think that's turn 6 anyway. Or maybe it's turn 5.
Oh. Turn 5, turn 6, turn 7. Yeah.
They're holding up. I believe that is Mucker. It is Mucker.
Yes, that is
The
Mucker.
Mucker's made a few inroads on him, but these are now all three of them on the same strategy as Schumacher. Goes wide to the last corner. It's going to give him a great
Mootrix
exit.
nearly lost it.
Mootrix was on the curb, gone off the street. Or Mootrix defending on the inside.
Schumacher's through.
Schumacher's through anyway. Oh, gets a little bit of tap.
Hit the back of him.
Pass through the corner there. I think he had no choice of going across there because he got a
Here comes
bit of a
Mucker.
nudge.
To the outside.
Looking on the outside of Mootrix, and they keep the space between each other. I believe they can. Mucker
Done
breaks
it.
very later.
He's fine. Mucker's done that place. Great move. Now he's going to try and get into 7th.
Schumacher, he's going to have a move. He's going to have a look.
To the outside. It's very possible. He can do this. Oh, he's going to go for the cutback. Oh no. Oh wait, Schumacher made a mistake.
Both of them. Both of them. Fighting on the traction, and now Mucker's on the inside through turn 7. Just about keeps enough room. Great racing. This is a great response to Canada so far. Apart from that one incident, but I think that was just racing.
Already on lap 7.
Already on lap 7, yes, indeed.
Does not feel like that.
Right, so Rivermark is now looking at the back of Wheel Gaming XD. We'll be looking at the first round of pit stops pretty soon, maybe. There's option tyres, only go for about...
Yeah, for a free stopper. No, they go to lap 13. No, lap 13, 14, maximum 50 is what the
I didn't do
50,
50, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they can go 14, but the game says about 7, 8, but it lies to you. People don't pit now, probably on the option anyway. If they pit now on the option, they're probably doing a free stop for the rest of the race.
Rivermark. Doesn't realise Rivermark has had a very good start, considering he started in 11th or 12th. He was outside the top 10, already in 6th. Looking at the back Wheel Gaming, Anna behind Tomo, who's in a very respectable 4th. But shout out to Ricardo, up there in 3rd place. He's got a decent gap now from himself to Tomo. He's chasing down the leaders. Hamilton still leads this race after an interesting moment, which I forgot to mention, between the pair of them. Hamilton went wide on turn 3 and forced Superbar wide, but there's nothing really could have done as the first pit stops are now underway. I think it was Rivermark. Oh no, it's Tomo.
It's Rivermark and Tomo.
Rivermark and Tomo. So Tomo goes on to prime tyres. Rivermark.
Patronus for Patronus hits Mootrix, and Mucker made a mistake turn 1. So Mootrix is now, he was under pressure by Mercedes, now he's putting Mercedes under pressure. This is the 6th place. I think they're all on the same strategy. Actually, no, Patronus is on the option. So he's stuck back there.
Patronus, he needs to get, well, as far up this field as possible. He needs to get past these guys. Patronus, they both got DRS on each other, but Patronus is on the back of Mootrix. No, I had a look, but it's been a very brave move to try and do it. And his options will now be coming up to the end of their grip, so didn't that much inroads as he should have done. Looking at the back of Moontrix, trying to figure out a way to get through. So, good thing for Tomo and for Rivermer. They're coming in clean out as Ricardo now pits from third. Or Petronas. So close to Moontrix, but can't find a way through. He's now going to have a great run out of the final corner. He's going to have this now up into turn 1. And that is going to be him into 7th place at the moment as Ricardo is now going to come out of the pit.
And
Button.
Patronus, I think he thinks he overshot turn 1. He's braked and let Moontrix through.
Right, so Ricardo has just come out of ahead of Mr. Deeds, and Mr. Deeds looking out the inside into turn 2, but Button gave him Ricardo gave him way too much room.
Mucker to the outside of Schumacher for 4th. Patronus move again, work. Not sure if he keeps trying to cut by there, but he nearly lost it. But in the background, Patronus now on board of this side by side. Moontrix touching more, still touching into turn number 4, and Moontrix keeps the place. One of them, Mako is trying to we're trying to do Ket past Schumacher. 4th place is battles for now.
Moves it back across just a little bit, just to take a reasonable line into the penultimate corner.
Someone's pitting, and I think that's Patronus. I think Patronus is in the pits.
Yeah, it must be Patronus and those option tyres. Going very, very close at Mercedes engine brake. Whoa, Schumacher, don't make a mistake.
They both spun, but spun more.
Oh.
Holy. He had a
Mark is going to be slamming that steering wheel.
Mate, he braked a lot later than Schumacher.
Oh, I think Schumacher, he messed up. He realised he was going to mess up turn 1, so what he did is he broke much more earlier than what you should normally do.
Well, that's the Moontrix to 4th.
Yeah, that's made Mucker spin, and unfortunately he's got to do all that work again.
Yeah, wow.
Bill Game is now into 3rd. The 2 leaders have yet to pit. Supercar closing Hamilton down just a tiny bit as this is a battle for 4th. Moontrix just ahead of Schumacher, so Schumacher wants to get back ahead of the Toro Rosso.
3rd place now in the pits, that is Will Gaming.
Will Gaming in the pit.
Not sure if he's the last of the options, I don't think so. I don't think 1st or 2nd have pitted yet.
No, 1st, 2nd haven't pitted yet. They're going on a very long stint as Schumacher got the DRS on the inside now onto Moontrix to the turn 1, give each other the space.
Yeah.
Just about.
And here comes Ricardo, I think that is.
Ricardo, nice rest.
He has pitted. Oh, he's going to try and go 3 wide or something.
Be careful where he puts his car. Now coming out into turn 2. A bit of wheel tripod touching. Nothing too major. Now this train of cars right behind them.
Moontrix just giving enough room for Schumacher there. Schumacher through now up back into 3rd now.
Ricardo, no!
Ricardo hits Moontrix.
Just a tiny bit.
Tiny bit, and
he can't take that move. He can't take that move. He hit him wide. But he has gone past anyway.
He hit him well wide, and now the Williams is going to try and come through. He's going to hold up the other. Forcing the XRL Button. No, this is an XRL Button. Now it's Button that hit Ricardo. But it was Button that hit Moontrix.
Button that hit Moontrix. I thought that was Ricardo.
Button hit Moontrix. No, I thought it was as well, but Ricardo now patches him, but it's all good there. Oh no! Oh no! Ricardo, how did he save that? He saved that and nearly.
No.
God.
How he saved
and now
that was...
XRL Button is now pitted.
Leaders are both pitted as well,
mad.
so...
That was mad, so it was XRL Button that hit the back of Moontrix. So it's Ricardo, which is on the new prime, which is trying to get past his train of people which aren't on prime. Ricardo trying to get through past Mucker as we can't do. The leaders have pitted, yeah, like you said, and they're out in front of this lot. They're all fine. Ricardo needs to get through these as soon as quickly as possible.
my passing track and standing checks.
A little wide. I don't know if Chisholm's finished yet. I don't know if he's probably on the same track.
No,
Is this
no
lot,
one on
or-
the primes. Not on the primes of yet. I think Chisholm's going.
Oh, and
Oh,
Moontrix went across the white
like,
bit
oh,
there.
Chisholm hit the wall. Chisholm hit the wall as the
Ricardo's
entered the
getting
pit.
mucker. Ricardo and the inside turn 1 DRS.
Oh, he cut turn 1 though. Cut turn 1 is
And here
the
goes
result,
Mucker's
and he
coming back through.
Does very well.
But it looked like to me that Moontrix may have cut across the white bit. The white
I
AstroTurf
saw that
bit.
as well. Ooh. Mucker, a little bit of real rubbing with Ricardo.
Mucker
Up into
through.
turn 2. This is hurt. This is hurt.
There's
Ricardo
a free-
behind them. There's a
free
three car
cars.
battle.
Mr. D is the first of
Hey.
them. But these guys are side by side. Ricardo for 4th has now just got past Mucker. I think I went forward and
Now he's
pressed
got to put his
both
foot down.
at
He's
the
got to
same
get the
time.
gap because now you go. Oh, as Tomo goes wide, he's trying to get past Mr. Deed. Both of them are in traffic, so it's basically given the two leaders at the
I
front.
have
which, by
no
the
clue
way,
what strategy
Superbra-
anyone's on.
Superbra has retaken the lead over Hamilton in the pit stops. But me
Does
noticing
anyone
that
know
Tomo-
who's on what strategy here?
I don't even know. I think the prime runners are just going, oh, as Mucker hits from T5.
So does Mr. Deeds is
Ricardo.
pitted. Someone else is pitted. Mr. Deeds who else? There's someone else as well.
Tomo just ahead of Rivermerk goes
Rivermerk.
back across to take the race in line. Was entitled to do.
Oh,
Rivermerk
Rivermerk's
goes
gone wide.
Into
Toro Rosso's
one,
gonna
he's
have him
Will
here.
Gaming. Will
Yeah, Will
Gaming.
Gaming. He has already pitted once, I believe. Yeah, he has. Been on the option.
Yeah, so these guys are pretty much together at the moment, and their strategy
Oh.
is Will Gaming. Looking on the
New
inside.
drivers had a bit of contact there.
That's
Great.
these two new drivers here. A little bit of lag, which puts them a little bit apart from one another.
So Great Will Gaming is ahead into 5th
Oh,
place now then.
Tomo rode the curves a little bit too much. He lost him a little bit of time.
Patronus is on the options again. XRL Buttons on the options as well now.
Oh, Rivermerk
Moontrix
goes
is on
wide. Rivermerk goes wide and turn 5,
Everyone's
I
on
think it
option.
was.
Everyone
he's
is
lost-
on the options.
He's lost track of
But-
that dirty air. Dirty air's given Rivermerk, he's gone wide at turn 5. So Will Gaming can now focus his attentions onto Tomo's 4th place. Tomo's having a very, very good race so far. Just under halfway of this race already. One on lap 16. New leaders have pretty much racing this race win by themselves. Ricardo in a very solid 3rd place. I hope he keeps that now. He would have kept 3rd. As Will Gaming is having a look on it, up to Tomo. Tomo goes a little deep, but so does Will Gaming. But you have a 10-second penalty. Gil Hamilton does. And I think that would have been from the first
Spinning mucker.
lap. Yeah. Probably from the first lap, which pretty
Oh,
wide of the city.
Tomo went wide, very
Tomo's
wide.
gone wide.
Get the right camera angle, please, boys. There you go.
Will Gaming round the outside, turn 5.
Through.
Good move. But Tomo made the mistake to open it up, so Will Gaming is now into 4th. Chase down Ricardo, or attempt to chase down Ricardo. So Patronus has quietly made his way into this, I've noticed.
Hey, he did a little bit earlier, didn't he? Option.
Hey, he hasn't hit, he's hitted once. So he's on a shout here now, because all the guys ahead of him, there's a little bit of lag, quite a bit of lag. I think it may have been a lag spike for Patronus.
And wow, what a move
Oh,
by
one.
that Torosso, and that was
Moontrix.
Moontrix.
Moontrix and Button.
He just
Side by
slid
side
up the
for Raven
inside.
Mile. Oh,
Nearly.
Moontrix. I don't know whether he was giving him enough room or. And Button on the inside.
Whoa.
A bit of a late lunge. Another barging
Whoa,
through.
whoa,
Oh, come on, guys. Come on.
whoa, whoa.
Come on. Oh. Oh, dear. Button moving
Words.
across. Moontrix having a look. Oh,
Whoa.
this could get very messy, and they're going to still
Side
side
by
by side. Oh, God. Come on, guys. Got a clean race so far. Oh,
Maybe not. And that is Mucker on the back of these two.
Mucker's got to be careful because
Whoa.
this is now a duel between these two, and if Mucker's not careful, he stuck his nose in before, and he's doing it now. Looking on the inside of Moontrix, it's a brave move. He backs out of it just. Oh, then we have Schumacher on. Schumacher's going to hit the back of...
I think Mucker had to slow down because Moontrix is all over the place trying to save it.
Moontrix made a mistake. Takes it forward. Oh, Mucker, you don't want to cut that corner too often. It's on the back of Moontrix. Go on the outside now. Ahead of him. Oh, Moontrix late break.
Button, there's no way for Mucker to go here.
Mucker cleverly using the slipstream of Button. He's going to do a double overtake.
Now pass number second car into 8th.
Go man the outside. Can he get the car stopped? No, Button's having a look on the inside. Still side by side now, so
Mucker is through.
Yeah, Mucker's through. A little bit scarred, but he's through anyway. Now I think Patronus has now caught up to the back of Rivermerc has, but he's now going to pass him as Will Gaming now pits from what was he on? I think it was I think that was a short stint there by Will Gaming, but we'll see where that ends up. So now Patronus is looking at the back of Rivermerc for 5th player. Wow! What a tank supper there by Rivermerc. His car went completely sideways out of turn 1, and Patronus is through. Nice save there by Rivermerc, and then he goes into the back of Patronus. So Patronus up into 5th on those option tyres, and he's now looking at the back. Well, he's not going to be looking at the back, but... No, I thought it was Tomo ahead of him. It's Will Gaming ahead of him.
Tomo was just in the pits.
Yeah, so he's made a pit stop, Tomo. Obviously looking for the undercut and some clean air, obviously. As Button now, and Moontrix is still at it, has now got Schumacher.
Schumacher on him.
Schumacher IMA is looking at this. Obviously I'm thinking, where do I put my car?
He's telling him to go quicker.
He's probably looking at him. He's just swarming all over the back of Moontrix.
Oh, Button's got off! Button's got off! Oh my god!
And, well...
And that's Button gone.
We could see that. I could see that coming, and unfortunate for Button. Made the mistake. He's in the wall, and he's out of the race. Well,
yeah.
Light tap from Schumacher, but I don't think Schumacher could have done anything.
Well, yeah, he was already spinning across the road in front of him.
Yeah, already spinning across the track.
He'd already lost the car.
See that, but right, let's have a look. So the two leaders out in front. And Super Bra ahead of your Hamilton. Interestingly, Mucker set the fastest out, 109.4. 5/10 quicker than anybody else, interestingly. So, have a look at the two leaders out in front. Have got so much of a gap to Ricciardo, but Ricciardo, I think realistically for Ricciardo, he'll be ecstatic with a third. Ecstatic with a third place, and it's been a very solid drive so far. Not trying to put a commentator's curse on him.
Rivermerc pits. See what tyres it goes on to.
End or
options.
Okay, double options stint, I'm thinking.
Oh, Schumacher now passing. Oh, he's taken what? Whoa, 360 from Moontrix there. 360 side pod. Yeah, what a cool look that looked. Happened to me before. That was awesome. There's now side by side, so not too much time lost. And Moontrix is going to go back through around the outside of Schumacher, and now they got McLaren
Schumacher, good move up in the turn.
That was awesome to see. Just 360 tripod. What a save! Wow.
Was
it's Mr. D.
Just a racing incident, or just?
I don't think it matters. No,
they that down anyway.
Well, Moontrix is ahead, so nothing happened from it. So it's not like anyone's going to get anything for that. That looked awesome.
I'll still query it anyway. We've got Riverberg now, who would want to clear these guys very, very sharpish.
Yes. Who's that, Williams?
Try and go through with his car intact anyway.
Jism staying out of things, so it's Jism and Mr. Deeds have sort of stayed out of things so far. They're running their race. So they're running their race away from anybody. Tomo probably as well. All on sort of different. They're on the three same strategies, Mr. Deeds. They're sort of on the same one, I would think.
Oh, Super Brav. Wide Hamilton is with him but not challenge him yet, as he now sets a personal best of a 110 flat. By the way, quick update on the corner cursing and track descending, which I am doing, as Ricardo, that was a late cut into the pits. Just think. I think kept it in.
A voice message from Button, which I'll have to see after.
Oh, got three cars going into the last sector.
Could be four. Could be four next. Ooh! This is still Matrix versus Schumacher. We've put in another car. It's called Mr. D's. Next up, we're shoving that one in. He's going to be a Williams side by side. And now we're going to throw in the Force India. It's four wide.
God,
this is three wide still.
Wrong timing by that Force India. He's going to go 4 wide.
This could have gone for 1.
Oh God.
Alright, I'm just not going to move.
Keep it intact. Oh no. Matrix hits Schumacher.
So, yeah.
Oh goodness.
I don't know what to say to that one.
So there we go. We've now got a line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars.
So we went nearly 6 into that one corner.
Oh, Jism Williams gives the Force India. I think that is Ricardo. It is Ricardo.
He came out at the wrong time.
All this.
Yeah, and Schumacher's still side by side with Jism.
Join the show. We've got plenty of room. Yeah.
So we just said we're going to add more cars every lap. We added about 3 in one turn, and I think there's a little bit of contact between.
A little bit of
Tomo's past Jism here. There's a little bit of contact between the McLaren and the Williams, but
Matrix late cut into the pits or what? Just about gets away with it, I think. Also, there was a kick-up of dust inside the pit lane, so maybe very now Ricardo's got Schumacher all over the back of him. Tomo is crawling all over the back of Mr. Deeds. Tomo's now on a long stint of prime tyres. I think he's hoping that Rivermerk ahead does pit again, which I'm sure he will. Now going almost 3 wide.
Mr. Deeds got a tap from Jism.
Yeah,
and Tomo's through. That was nuts. That was a nuts corner. That was last lap. Absolutely nuts.
I think it was all caused by the unlucky timing of the Force India. That nobody just.
Well, they went 4 wide out of turn 1, and then it was 3, and then it was just nuts.
But thankfully enough, not too many minor, but just a couple of minor knocks out of that. Thank goodness. Let's carry this on. 2 leaders still ahead. Still battling between each other. Now see these thin wall.
Mr. D's messed up twice.
Yes, McLeod and Mr. D's. Jism had to take avoiding action.
There's Rivermerks on the back of these two now. Look at him. Sneaking up.
The inside. Surely Mr. D's let his teammate through, but he's not.
Earlier when it was earlier in the season we saw it when it was the other McLaren team with Mr. Deeds and Motorsport. There was no team orders there. I don't think there's going to be any team orders here. To the outside goes Mr. Deeds.
An inside line that was.
And I think he cut across and
jumped
just
over the corner. So far inside. I don't know how he turned the car in, but he's still managed to ahead. Mr. Deeds looking on the inside of Jism now. Oh, a little bit of a tap. Wide. Have a good enough room, but this is not helping Rivermerk at all.
Everyone's very wobbly. Oh, here comes Rivermerk.
And Rivermerk dives on the inside of this dude, but he had to back out of it because
he's still there.
No, he's side by side with his teammate. He gives in the room and just about goes through.
Gives them a room, another room.
I think. Oh,
because Jism's pitting.
Wanted to pit. Oh, and they're both pitting.
They were both pitting and they had contact.
On the inside.
They had contact into the pits. Nuts.
Right, so Will Game is
Alright,
now
Will
coming
Game is
out
going
of
to
the
the
pit.
end. He's going to the end.
And this is just me.
Will Gaming.
This is just me, or those clouds getting thicker.
The clouds are
Very
getting thicker.
slightly.
Very slightly.
10% of rain, you never know.
Last 3 laps, you could pour it down. Last 3 or 4. I think 4. I think the last 4 you pour it.
Super Bra now pits. Where is Hamilton? Where is your Hamilton? Oh, he's already pitted, so this is going to be interesting. Who's going to come out at the head of this?
And Mr. Deeds and Jism still fighting after they come out the pits.
Hamilton coming down, and there's Super Bra on the right. Taking him. I think maybe...
Mucker pits. Going to the end now.
Maybe
so he's got... Mucker's got himself way back into this now. For a possible podium.
Look where he's going to come out. Look where he's going to come out. Oh,
Will Gaming versus Tomo.
Oh, Mucker. Oh,
comes out the pits now behind Will Gaming.
6. Got his way up to 6. That's just pure pace right there. Not corner cutting, by the way, because only a few have done it once or twice over the 3 laps I've been doing so far. Got 3 more people to do.
We're going to have Will Gaming versus Tomo right now. Into turn number 3.
Fortunately enough,
it's all good. Tomo's got wide. Tomo's got wide. He's in the gravel. Oh. And there goes Will Gaming. He's through. Didn't take much. Now we're going to have Tomo versus Mucker.
Strategy with the
he's gone wide.
Tires are trying to get to the
Here comes Mucker.
He's
through.
Wide. Mucker pushes him a little bit more wide, but through anyway.
Now about for 4th. What's going to happen for Will Gaming versus Mucker soon?
Mucker's chasing down a podium. Mucker's chasing down this podium.
Tomo pits.
That is doing it. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised if he's got the personal best fastest lap. Got it on a 1:09.4.
C8 on this stint.
Definitely at the top of the hill, around turn 2, that those clouds are getting a little bit thicker than they were. It'll be rain before the end, but you never know with this game.
As the 2 leaders,
the 2 leaders are now close to one another.
And here goes Mucker for 4th. Side by side Will Gaming. Oh, he spun him! He spun him! There goes Will Gaming. Well, he goes. Mucker's waiting, and there's McLaren through. White Mucker waits for Will Gaming, which is all good. They're now battling for 5th. So River Merck's put himself 4th.
What's that?
Now it's coming out. Yeah, Will Gaming in 5th there. Oh, Will Gaming went wide. He goes Mucker then. 5th. I think River Merck just pitted. I think he did. So it's still a battle for 4th.
Yeah, because that was a double option stint that he was on. Ricardo still safe on that 3rd place for now, but if a rain shower does come down, it might shake up things a bit.
All that side pod did to Will Gaming it's cost Mucker himself did the side pod.
Yeah, because Mucker was chasing down Ricardo for 3rd, and I think that pursuit has stopped dead in its tracks.
He got halted on the last lap. Can he bring it back though?
He still could, but he's got to pump in some laps now to catch Ricardo. We got
King Tomo
at the back end of the points.
River Merck's going to try and catch Tomo within the last couple of laps. That's them two going to have a nice fight.
Schumacher IMA down in 8th.
Not having the best of time today.
Not been a great race for him, but he's been in the wars today. Somewhere in 9th.
Sure, Hamilton could win 2 in a row here.
Good, but he's got Super Bra Well, right with him now. Right with him.
Yeah, right on him. We haven't focused on these two at all this race, but I haven't. I've been on about once each. Like 20 seconds, not even that.
They've swapped left and right.
Oh, Peter Hamilton went off.
Hamilton made a mistake.
Now it's time to watch.
Very tricky. And now Supercar's way with him. Oh, slight little tap. Got a little bit out of shape.
6 to go,
This is a
35.
battle for the race win. 6 laps to go. We saw this in Canada. Not to the end, unfortunately. These two are so close on pace. And here comes Supercar. He's got the DRS. He's not going to have a look at
he's
turn 1, but he gave Hamilton a tap. Not going to... but he's looking to the outside anyway. Coming into turn number 2. Side by side up here now. On the inside. Supercar on the outside. Supercar just about keeps it the white line and takes the lead. With 5 laps to go, he takes the initiative.
I have to go back on board.
Tucker, I think, is still trying to hold off. I think must be Will Gaming. 4th place. They're both chasing down Ricardo pretty quickly. That battle for 3rd could become quite interesting on the final laps. But in the last 5 laps of this Grand Prix. Done my checks, thank goodness. Good. I have to do 2 at a time, but I've done it. As Hamilton sets his personal best of 109.1, he wants this victory. But keeps in the white lines into turn 1. Now coming up into turn 2. Now looking way over onto the inside into turn 2, but doesn't make the move. Trying to force Supercar into mistake, but Supercar has the mindset of the driver looking for would be his 4th win of the season already.
His career, if he could do this. 4 races in Tier 6. That's the same amount as Craig Senna and the legend of Tier 6, Adrian Paul and Pasty. I think maybe as well he's the best in Temper 3D, got 4 in the whole season as well, so joining some of the big names in Tier 6.
Both of them are pushing each other very, very hard.
Yeah, there's a very close battle that I want to quickly go to, so tell me if these two get close again, like nearly rubbing, because there's a big cluster of cars, and Luke has now passed Tomo for 9th, so that's what's happened there, and they're on the back of Moontrix for 8th.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. For 3 laps to go in this race, the laps are
here we go, Rivermark to the inside of Moontrix. Think about it. Waiting, to the outside. I wouldn't have expected him to go around the outside, tried it. Put on the grass a bit there, but that one wasn't really a place you could try it. It wasn't like the gap was open. Moontrix is sliding for the corner, so here goes Rivermark to the outside into turn 1.
Made a mistake. Ricardo goes too deep into turn 2 after chasing him down as
Rivermark through. Rivermark's through into 8th. It's now Tomo versus Moontrix. Just after him going into turn 2. Tomo's ahead into turn 2. Who's going to break below this? Oh, Moontrix does. He just gets 9. Keeps 9th. Here comes the DRS straight. Oh, Tomo's too far back to attack him again into turn 3. I think Moontrix is too far back to attack. Rivermark's probably trying to close down the Schumacher now for 7th. And I've done a very good job once again in Tier 6. Let's see if Tomo can catch back up.
Marcus within a second, but definitely as close as you like now to Ricardo. He's got 2 laps to go, searching for a podium. Hamilton, he can see Supercar ahead, but he's struggling now on those options. I think he went was the first to pit out of the two of them. Definitely can tell as we've now got 2 laps to go. The back end of the points battle. We've also got a battle for the win, which I think Superbra now got like a second and a bit over Pure Hamilton now. There's now going to be the battle for third, the last step of the podium. Bucko, he's been through all sorts today. He's been side-podded twice in this race. But you got Ricardo, who should have had that podium. And Galadon, like a look to the inside. No.
He's only side-podded once. He side-podded gaming accidentally. He definitely got side-podded, though, we know that.
Three times, wasn't it? Because he had the incident with Schumacher on turn 1. But he's now staring at the back of Ricardo. Ricardo knows he's there, defending on the outside into turn 1. Marco looking to the outside. He's going to search for the cutback. Or, I don't know whether Ricardo kept it into the white lines there, but Marco's looking at the back of him. This is the penultimate lap.
Turn 2, round the outside. We've seen him do it so many times, and through goes Marco.
Yeah, he's done it round the outside. There's better grip. And Ricardo, valiant effort to hang on to third, but Marco's got him.
We're going to see how close these guys are at the back here for ninth.
Final lap.
Tomo's
final lap of the race. Final lap of this race, which is...
Well, here comes a McLaren on a Toro Rosso Matrix. Oh, getting touchy. Mr. Deeds through, past Matrix into 10th. Matrix now out of points.
There's rain coming down.
Oh, it's too late now. The rain, there it is.
It's coming down turn 2. It's only spitting, so it won't affect the drivers that much, but it's psychological at the same time, so any battles that are going on.
These ones, they have another lap to do. They have another 4 laps, it's not another lap for this,
no, they have another lap, so if the track gets very damp, this could be interesting.
The rain's coming very heavy. It's very heavy rain. Look at it. Don't know if it's going to come into effect next lap.
Got 3-4 corners to go. Hamilton's struggling with these new conditions. Superbra now got 2 corners to go. On the final lap of this Grand Prix, this is going to be a welcome step back onto the top for Superbra. Going to extend his championship lead as well over his teammate. He weaves the win celebration and wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Fantastic. Now, as you said, look at that rain now.
Very heavy rain.
They're struggling now and half of the lap to go. Marco's got third comfortably. Ricardo, I think, is going to hold on to 4th ahead of Will Gaiman in 5th. But it's the battle further down. Have a look at is Helking Tomo 9th, and it's the guys in 10th. Guys in 10th now. Mr. Deeds is going to yell to hold on to this last point, but they're all struggling. Look at that rain coming down.
That's very heavy rain.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If there's one more lap, this will be interesting. I'm looking at the battle right at the back for 11th and 12th between Moontrix.
No points involved.
No points involved, but nobody wants to finish last. As Moontrix sliding his way through. Both sliding their way through for the corner. Look at Jism. Going to go to the inside. Oh, just in front. Look at that. 3 100s between the two of them, but Superbra takes the win. Mark out a 10-second penalty, interestingly. Probably at the instant they on. But that rain now, one more lap, that would have been intermediates. But Superbra takes the win from Pure Hamilton in second. Ricardo gets third because of Mucker's 10-second penalty. So, well, that's the result as it's going to be. Must be, it must be for when he had the side pod with Wheel Gaming on lap 28. Well, of course, we have to review with that, but Wheel Gaming gets a very solid 4th. Marker, well, he'll be 3rd or 5th, maybe. XRL Patronus takes 6th. Half a second ahead of Schumacher IMA in 7th place. He wanted to be a lot higher than that. River Merck in 8th. Hail King Tomer in 9th. Mr. Deeds picks up the last point of the race. Well, been a great race, but few side pods, but nothing as much as Canada. And corner cutting and track extending, I will say, was not that bad at all. Just a few people will get reprimands here and there. But there we go, Super Bra, 4th win of this season. Definitely now the pace setter of Tier 6 now. And of course, he had that disconnection in Canada, which robbed him of a minimum 18 points, I would say. Maybe even 25, but he's got 25 points here after another duel with Hamilton. But Hamilton gets a solid second. And Ricardo, wow. Even if Ricardo does finish 4th, if Muck has that 10-second penalty taken off, that is a very solid result for him. He's going to be ecstatic with that. Well, let's get these guys in for the interviews. There he is. Don't see XRL Ricardo. Why don't I see Ricardo? Not XRL Ricardo. This is the other one.
Mucker's got that 3rd place, hasn't he?
But remember, with the interviews, I have to take it by a race director.
Okay. Well, I'm just not happy with that race at all.
Race Hamilton.
32. Got a penalty on the first corner, and I have no idea how. I was leading.
I was really surprised you got one.
You're not.
Sorry. Oh yeah, sure, we'll try.
I'm gonna lag out. Told you I was gonna lag out, like a new Michaels. I'll get one invite back in a minute. What a race that was. Invite me back in, Mr. Michaels, come on. Doesn't take this, normally doesn't take that long. You have invited me in, good man. Sorry, that always happens.
I was on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside. First racing incident.
Yeah, I don't think that will stand, Hamilton. Like,
No. It won't stand. It won't stand.
Hello.
Anyway.
Into corner 3, Super. You like tagged the back of me and then overtook me as well.
No, I definitely didn't touch you on my. It didn't feel like I got any contact there. I thought you just outbraked yourself.
No, on mine it's like shot me forward.
Right. I honestly didn't feel any contact, so hence why I carried on.
Right, so here we go with the interviews over. Sorry about that. Technical issues. Once again with Codemasters BenQ and Xbox Live. Let's head up to the first step of the podium for Super Bra. Your 4th win of the season. So after the disconnection that you had in Canada, which robbed you of at least 18 points for that race, you must be ecstatic with a win to get back on the top step once again.
Yeah, I mean, really happy. Massive battle with Hamilton there, like the entire race. Both had really good pace and were just swapping lead and didn't make too many mistakes, so we managed to make a quite nice gap to everyone else. But luckily I had one lap extra on my options there towards the end, so I felt like I just got better grip and was able to get by.
You did certainly have another duel with the ever-improving Pure Hamilton XD, like you had in Canada. Of course, that battle in Canada, we will never know the end of that story. But with this one, as you said, you had one lap extra in your options, which effectively won it. But with the worsening track conditions at the very end of that Grand Prix, helped you win that race. But with your teammate, who is your nearest title rival so far, you've extended your championship lead. As Schumacher said, what happened in that race? Do you know why he wasn't on the pace? Was it just Austria he doesn't like it?
No, so he was. If you go on time trial, I mean, he's up there with the best of them. He was practicing loads.
I don't take time trial personally, but yeah.
Yeah, well, he was. You know, he was confident because of the time trial times he was hitting, and I was expecting him to obviously be up there as well. But I think he just missed out on getting a hot lap in quali, and then obviously that might carried over into the race. I don't know. But because by the sounds of it, he had battles and whatnot with everyone in the mid pack. So
yeah, because of that out of sorts qualifying, has to be said by him. He was in the midfield, and that made him have a trickier race. And obviously, what you had, of course, we saw the incident into turn number 2 on the very first lap, where you and Hamilton sandwiched Mucker, and of course the side pod occurred between you three. Was that a little nervous moment when you noticed that all three of you were going up there?
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to work out exactly where everyone was. I was just trying to keep as far out on the outside of the track without going off the track. But obviously there's not room for 3 cars there, and yeah, it's not likely to end up good unless someone completely concedes their position and goes off the track. So that would have been either me or Hamilton in that case. Like I was in the middle.
Oh, indeed. Well, it's good to hear your thoughts of that particular incident, but thank you for the race with you and Hamilton, and well done on your win.
Thank you.
Definite championship leader now in Tier 6 with a very comfortable-ish gap. Let's hope we carry on until Silverstone. But second place for Pure Hamilton XD, as I said, you had the duel with Super Bra, the same as you had in Canada. This time you come out second best, but only because of the lap short on the options. Do you reckon you could have taken this win today, or was it just the pit strategy? Was it just a lap too long?
Yeah, I'm sure I could have taken the win. I had my strategy sorted out, but due to the battling, just losing time, and then of course on the second corner, gave me 10-second penalty, which just shocked me and then made me have to push even more to build that 10-second gap to further. It's really just frustrated with the race. I know what I could have done, but I didn't do it.
No, put all that aside, another very solid performance, second place. Definitely these now 4 races in a row where you've had second or fourth or win and now second. It definitely puts you in maybe the chance for the playoffs if you carry on this form. Maybe even catch the top 2, because Schumacher definitely did not have a great race today. Do you reckon that is a solid target to go for this season?
Yeah, sure. Catch up with Schumacher. I'd like to get into that second place and then eventually maybe get to Super Bra and challenge for the title at some point.
Indeed. Well done on your second, and let's hope this run of form that carries on. So we go on to now the third step of the podium. Now, I must remind you that we always take the results by what the race director says. So even though Marco finished third on the track, that 10-second penalty drops him down to 5th. And we don't know what the stewards are going to say, whether he has it off or not. So I'm going to have this interview with Ricardo. And it has to be said, it has been a long time coming, hasn't it, Ricardo? You've shown the pace to be up here, scoring solid points, even showing pace for a podium in Canada after that unlucky disconnection. But this is, well, fourth at the very least would still be a very, very solid result for you.
Yeah, after final was the last time I scored, so it'd be nice to get some valuable points back on the board to close down the gap to Tomo.
So is that the target you're now looking for, catching a Ferrari of Tomo?
yeah, try and beat him and maybe for the end of the season, my target.
Yeah, any other points you want to talk about in the race?
Not really. I was just trying to build up a 10-second gap to anyone behind me to try and get third, but then Mucker caught me at the end, but then he had a 10-second penalty.
Well, we will see what happens with that penalty, whether it stays on or not.
Well, I have a question for you, Ricardo. When you came out of the pits, I think it was your second time possibly, and it was nearly 4 wide into turn 2. That was a bit mental, wasn't it? What was it from your perspective?
Well, yeah, I didn't really know where to go. I just tried to stay on the inside, try not to get into any trouble, but then I can't remember who it was. I think it was a Red Bull and someone else. They went wide. I tried to stay on the inside so I didn't get spin anyone out or get spun out. So I stayed out of trouble.
Well, thank you for your response, Ricardo. And maybe towards the end of the season, from now to the end of the season, you'll get a podium, another podium straight off. So, so we're now going to head on to the next race in the calendar, which is Silverstone. So, Super Bra, can you get a 5th win over the season, which will be a record, I believe, in Tier 6? What are your chances to think of Silverstone?
I'm not a huge fan of Silverstone, to be fair. I'll probably need to work on it.
About Austria?
No, Austria was the one I really liked. I think it was Canada that I said I wasn't a huge fan. No, I think I just need to get a setup going and maybe just really put some practice in, because I haven't practiced that track as much as most. So who knows what will happen.
Wow. Yeah, again, who knows what will happen. Well, we'll hope for another great race, because definitely that was race to remember from. There's a little bit of noise coming from your microphone now, I don't know what it is. Sounds like a generator.
Here's a Hoover.
Oh, there we go. It's like it generates something. But anyway, let's hope we see another great race like we saw tonight. It's happening against Super Rod.
Sorry.
It sounds like a Hoover or
I'll disconnect. I'll go off.
All right.
All right. Cheers, guys.
There we go. Right, so yes, next week is the home British Grand Prix of Silverstone, which I believe is 100% for these guys.
I don't think so.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Hooray!
Oh, great. Oh, no.
Hooray, I believe it's 100%. I think
I'm
so.
going on holiday.
Well, anyway, regardless, whether it's 50% or 100%, home Grand Prix for pretty much every one of these guys, and everyone would want to win it. It's going to be competitive, and it's going to be brilliant to watch. Join us next week for of course, there will be a pre-show at 7:15 next Wednesday. Any last things you want to say, Wes, about that race you just saw?
It was mental. Like I said, it was going to be close. It was very close for loads of different reasons. Wide track, but for some reason it seemed like quite a narrow one today. But they did manage to go 4 wide, so I'll give it to them.
Yeah. Didn't have too many minor incidents. There's a few we need to talk about, but not too many. Definitely a vast improvement from Canada from last week. But, yeah, we will see you next week for the Silverstone in Tier 6. Of course, join someone with Tomo on Sunday. We don't know who it will be, but we shall see on the F1 division for Silverstone. Thank you and good night.